And he says everything is custom, so there's no... And he also, hey everyone, as always, Dylan, Miller Prospecting. And after a lot of requests, and I mean a lot of requests, I'm finally getting to Tommy Knockers, which is Gary Bast's Paydirt. It sells at TommyKnockers.Gold. This is 1 pound bag. It's all custom made bags. So this one's going to be a little harder to review than I typically do, just because, like I said, it is a custom ordered bag. There's no set amounts. It's guaranteed 1+ gram. But, you know, on how difficult it is or how easy it is to pan, what size the gold is all based off of a custom order. Now, this one's going to be a bit of a surprise to me because, as always, I didn't actually order this Paydirt. One of my friends did, and he shipped it to me. And I don't know what he said. I don't know if he said he wanted it super hard, super easy, or whatnot. So I'm going to be curious. You know, if I ordered it, I know what I'd asked for, but I don't know what he ordered for me. So it does come in a coffee bag. It did not come double bagged. It was just this inside of a box. So that was it. But I'll tell you a little bit more about the Paydirt when I open it up. Now, as I said, it's all custom ordered. The cool thing about Tommy Knockers is when you look at his website, if you go there, he has some really cool hydrographic classifiers and pans and anything that you want, he can do, you know, gold related or probably even anything else that he could get his hands on. And it's really, really cool. So now when I emailed him about this, he did tell me that it's naturally occurring gold as well as added gold from Nevada. So any of the gold that's in here is supposed to be from Nevada as well as the natural stuff. Can't tell if it's a rock or not. I need to put my glasses on for that. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to classify this down, let you listen to some music, and see what we find. All right, I don't know if you can see, pretty equal amounts of all of these. I mean, probably a little bit more in the +10, but other than that, I mean, they all look really equal. Let me check with my magnet. See, I remembered a lot of magnetite on here. So a pretty decent amount of black sands in the -40. Decent amount as well in the -20 +40. I'm going to check the larger stuff just to see. Got a little bit. I mean, that's not too bad. So, now again, I'm still baffled about what kind of Paydirt this is. You know, at first it didn't look like there was going to be very much in the -40. So I was thinking, oh, this is going to be an intermediate bag. You know, because I didn't see any gold in the +10, so I didn't think it was an easy bag. I did see, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I did see a few, 3 or 4 pieces of silver in the +10. And I don't know yet how I feel about that. I think I'll have to wait to see how much gold I recover before I leave my opinion about the silver being in there. So, like I said, I'm going to go and pan this out. I'm really excited to do this Paydirt. This is somebody that's been on my list forever, but he used to only sell on Facebook. And I'm not a huge Facebook person. I don't use it very much. I keep trying to use it. I keep saying to myself, I'm going to set up a Facebook page for my YouTube channel. And then I forget about it. And a couple months later, somebody asks me again. I keep, you know. So I never like to order anything off of Facebook or message people or any of that. So when he finally got his website, I decided, okay, I'm going to go get some. And then a lot of people have been asking me to review it, and I think the reason being because they see he's finally got a website. And they also, like me, don't have to bother with trying to message somebody on Facebook. So anyway, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go pan this all out and see if I can't get some gold out of it. I mean, I know it's got to have at least 1+ grams in it because that's what's guaranteed. So I'm going to get curious how much more than that I find and how much silver I find as well. So be right back. Well, finished panning everything out, and let's just get right to it. Let me show you the gold I found in the plus 10. Now I know I said I didn't see any gold when I started, I just found a little bit of silver, but I was wrong. There was actually a lot of gold in there. And the funny thing is, this stuff is really, really dull. I mean, when I first saw this first piece, which was this one, I didn't even think it was gold. I kept wondering, why is it staying at the bottom of my pan? And I'm trying to get it out of my pan. And, you know, it was just really, and I found a lot of silver too. And it just baffled me. Then the next one, and the next one, it's really, really dull gold. So you can miss it really easy. The dirt was pretty easy to pan out. It didn't really get too muddy until the minus 40. Even that wasn't too bad. I mean, that was pretty easy. The only thing difficult about this part of the bag was just the gold was so dull. So, and I did find some silver. And as you know, I don't know quite yet what I'm going to say about the silver. So, but anyway, so I guess that was that. 5 pieces. So 5 pieces of gold and 5 nice pieces of gold. Pretty big pieces. The one thing I will say is, as soon as I saw these and realized I had 5 pieces of gold, was that I probably wasn't going to find a lot in the smaller predictions. So when I got to the minus 10 plus 20, I found even more gold. I found, I guess, about 14 pieces and 1 small little piece of silver. But, and again, a lot of the gold was really, really dull. I mean, it made it really hard to find and capture. So, but I wasn't going to complain. I found some good gold. And then I got to the minus 20 plus 40 and found even more gold. I guess, again, about 14 pieces. All, again, really dull. Most of them. There's like one little shiny piece there. But most of it was dull. So, again, hard to capture, but the panning was pretty easy. There wasn't enough black sands to really make it that difficult. So, then I got to the minus 40. And I did find a little bit more gold. 2 little pieces right there, but not much. So 2 little pieces. So again, I don't know what my friend ordered here. I'm guessing he ordered not a really hard bag because there was no minus 40. There was some in the minus 20 plus 40, so I don't think he ordered me an easy bag. It was probably one of the in-between bags. So, well, anyway, let's weigh this all up, find out what we get. Let me pull all this silver out. Oh, and one other thing. I found also in there, there's a lot of gemstones in here. Let me see if I can, I don't want to put it in one of those pans. I don't know if you'll be able to see those, how good you'll be able to see those. There's some jade and some aquamarine, and there were some other little things in there. I didn't really go through it too much because, you know, I'm not big into the gems. But there was some other things in there, which made the Paydirt a little bit more fun, you know, when you find other things in there. So, you know, anytime you find gems in a bag or different types of minerals, it always makes it a little bit more fun. So let me get all this silver out. I don't want to weigh that up with my gold. It would make my R.O.I really, really good if I counted it as gold, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not drunk. All right. So that's all the silver. Let's get up all the coins. And let's mix all this together. All right, 1 down. 2 down. And the big ones. All right, there you go. So now let's put them in a little tray. Couldn't tell if that was a little rock or piece of gold that stuck to the tray, but it was a little bitty rock. Don't know how it got in there. All right, let's get this. Again, I am guaranteed 1 gram, so, and by the look of it, I'm pretty 100% positive I got a gram in here. The real key is going to be how much more than a gram, or is it exactly a gram? So let me go through my pans again just to make sure nothing clung to it. I want this as accurate as possible. It's amazing when you do this, how your pans will be absolutely clean. You add a little bit of gold, and then when you start trying to pull the gold out, how much dirt and other stuff gets just runs and jumps in there. All right, so let's weigh this up. Put this to the side. I will zoom you in. All right, so let's get this done. Oh, definitely over a gram. So there we go. Give it a second. Because you know, as soon as I say okay and I call it the number, it's going to move like it just did. So there we go. 1.213. We're going to call it. All right, I'm going to be right back with the review and the ROI. Oh, wait, I almost forgot to weigh up the gold. I almost forgot to weigh up the silver. So let's find out how much the silver weighed. I'm not gonna, I will do a ROI with it and without it. Typically I wouldn't count it as part of my ROI because it doesn't state anywhere in there you'll find silver. So I'm not gonna, reward them for giving me silver because it's not really what I asked for, but I will put it in there just in case. I'll do a double one. So there we go. 1.261. We'll call it that. All right, now I'm going to be back with the ROI and the review. All right, finished crunching up the numbers, writing up my review. So let's get right to it. Again, this was from TommyKnockers.Gold, not .com, it's .gold. It's his 1 pound bag. It's a custom bag. You answer a few questions, and then for my friend did tell me that even though he put in a couple things, he did email him and ask him more questions. So, that was nice of him. I don't know, maybe he didn't fill out all the questionnaires or not, but he did contact him right away just to make sure. It's guaranteed 1+ grams, which I did find, and I will get to in a second. Its cost is $65. Shipping is free. So total cost, $65. Gold I recovered right here is 1.213 grams. Silver I recovered, which is right here, is 1.264 grams. So I found a little bit more silver than I did gold. Sadly, silver's not worth very much. So gold spot as of today is $40.35, which makes this gold's value $48.94. Now, to over here, as of today, silver's price per gram is 52 cents. So that means this is worth 66 cents. Silver, stepchild of all the minerals. All right, so my ROI with just the gold was 75.29%. 75.29%. So on my scale, that's a 7.5. If I add in the silver, it only goes up to 76.30. So it only goes up 1 point. For the review and on my website and stuff like that, and on the little thing at the end of the video where I show you all my scores, I will rate this as a 7.5 because which I'm about to get to, in his description, he does not state there'll be any silver in there. And also, again, there was some jade and aquamarine in there as well. But again, no description, so you don't know that's in there. So, but no, for the fun factor, I'm giving this a 10. Even though there was nothing in the -40, which typically I'd probably be a little upset about, and that everything was pretty chunky, it is a custom bag. And I did have fun. And I did find some silver. I did find some minerals. So it was a really fun bag. I'm not going to complain. If I ordered it again, I'd probably order it with a little bit more of the finer material. Ask them to do it through all the classifications. And since it is a custom bag, I'm sure you can ask them that. Can you spread it out between these 4 classifications, which is what I would do. So fun factor, I'm giving them a 10. For a Paydirt description, I'm only giving them a 6. And to be honest, I probably should give them a 4. But since it's a custom bag, it's really hard to state what should be in there and what shouldn't. But like I said, he doesn't state in there that you'll find any silver or any minerals or anything else. It's really vague. And considering as long as he's been doing this, and since he used to do it on Facebook, I'm sure he used to get a ton of questions about his Paydirt. You'd think he'd just mash all those questions up and put it on his website. That's the whole thing about owning a website, is so you don't have to answer all those questions anymore. You can have all the info in one spot. So Gary, if you're watching this, improve your description. So for quantity and packaging, he's getting a 9. The quantity was over the pound. It was a pound and I believe 12 ounces. And it was in the coffee bag. So 10 and an 8 equals a 9. For customer service and shipping, both 10. So he gets a 10 on that. The shipping was really quick and the customer service was really good. I mean, like I said, he emailed my friend right in the beginning, right, to make sure he got the right Paydirt for me. And then when I emailed him about his Paydirt a couple of days later, just asking him some questions, he answered it right away. So that's pretty good. So total score for TommyKnockers.Gold 1 pound custom bag is an 8.5, which is pretty respectable. But I will mention, if he would have had a nice description, like if his description was a 10, which it really should be for someone that's been mining for so long and is good friends with Jim Hamilton, who, as a lot of y'all know, I think has one of the better descriptions on his website about stuff. If he would have done that, his score would have been a 9.3. So, you know, if you're not worried about the description, or if you've seen this video and I've told you the description, which, you know, is naturally occurring gold and it's Paydirt from Nevada, and it comes with some, it might come with some aquamarine and jade and silver and gold that's pretty dull, then you'll know these things. So it won't matter as much to you. But to me it did. So TommyKnockers.Gold 8.5. All right, everyone. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you hit the little Miller Prospecting logo there to subscribe. Leave a comment and all that wonderful stuff. Happy panning.